Well, we were going to have tacos for dinner this evening, but you know what? I don't feel like cooking now. Do not feel like cooking. I think I will go walking again. I feel like shit, to be perfectly honest. I have ever since they bludgeoned me. You know, of course, it's in weighs on my mind. Even though I can get up and walk room to room, if I'm in so much pain I want to die or would rather die, you know, that's quite of a hindrance to quality of life, especially with people harassing you, threatening to imprison you just because, you know, they don't like your story. I think I'll go walking again. She said she could fix some soup, pre-made soup, so I was like, that's fine with me. Fine with me. I don't think I need any more cannabis to get through another walk, but I do think I will take some albuterol. It's so lovely, you know, people like me who would rather see positive change in the world get the shit kicked out of them, physically, psychologically, sexually. No, that's not a harmonica, it's optic chamber. They say the only true thing for exercise-induced bronchospasm in the literature is singular. But with my fucking psych symptoms, my mental health, I'm not going to be on something that can cause an increase in symptoms. Just like with the Zyprexa. That was totally uncalled for and inappropriate. If someone had taken the time to listen to my statement and take my side of the story, especially being threatened by law enforcement, but as you can see, they didn't care because of their involvement. I do not agree and cannot condone that level of corruption. And if you'll notice, I'm a lot calmer after taking some breathing medication and medicating with what even Kentucky physicians were recommending. As I stated, I do not condone and don't agree with that form and level of corruption. The Judicial Conduct Commission of Kentucky stated, I have the paperwork, that they would not take my complaint about her ties to the drug trade and having me wiped out seriously at this time. I thought that is perfectly fine with me. If you people who don't even have accurate records want to continue concealing them, we'll just make them fucking public. Every goddamn last one of them. I don't like unfamiliar cars being on our street. Hello. How are you today?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? I try to speak to people, try to be polite. Nice car.
Thanks, man. Getting your exercise in?
Trying.
There you go. I need to do the same thing.
Have a good day.
So,
I knew that was an unfamiliar car too. It's a new Acura. Man, it is sharp. I don't know what it was. He kind of looked like Cory Booker. I was going to say, man, that dude's kind of cute. Kind of good looking. He looked like Cory Booker. Now, isn't that funny? But Cory Booker is an attractive man. I think it's whichever one of the Booker guys is running in Kentucky, not the federal senator, senate person, or whatever he is, representative. I can't keep up with it all. Wouldn't want to. Well, that's embarrassing. Thinking, man, what a good-looking dude. Well, he looks just like Cory Booker. Never mind. They got rid of their garage and enclosed it. Having a garage is nice. Leaving vehicles out in the sun deteriorates the clear coat. That is so tacky. You know, the Lexus has started doing it. Maybe tacky's not the right word. It's just unappealing. And why are they parked right in their front yard? I don't think they're supposed to do that. Those people, I haven't seen them for at least like 2 months. I don't know where they went. And that guy's our next door neighbor, our Asian next door neighbor. His license plate has FGN in it. And I think that is so hilarious too. Kim Fagan. Just like the neighbor boy's girlfriend, her license plate has GPD in it. And I just think that's so hilarious. I'm like, I know I'm not hallucinating these things. They mean nothing. You know, the signs and symbols are just hilarious. People honk at me. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to stop at a stop sign and wait 3 whole seconds before proceeding? They honk at me for coming to a complete stop most of the time. That's the intersection I'm talking about. I saw someone fly through here the other day without stopping, going at least 40 or 45, if not faster. Ugh. Flashback to a chokehold. How goddamn annoying can it be? As if the neuropsychiatric and other symptoms aren't annoying enough for me. Like I said, I'd never leave my home if I didn't have to, but then they'd send in the crazy check people just for me to die that way. Enjoy the moment. Yes. Enjoy all the physical symptoms that make this excruciating. Yes. So now do you understand why the form of cognitive behavioral therapy implemented in my case turned everything into a little joke? No, we still don't get it. And you never will. At first I said, may God forbid their kids ever have serious illnesses. Then I thought, you know what? May every one of their kids develop some form of serious illness, serious physical illness, with psych symptoms included. God forbid it be paraneoplastic syndrome. But you know, maybe a really painful injury that leaves them depressed for the rest of their lives. Nah. In reality, what I said about Stocky and Kim, I meant it. I hope they both live so long they start to rot. Meaning I want to see no harm come to them. None whatsoever. I hope they live so goddamn long they begin to rot. Much like I did. They say my behavior is uncalled for. If there was criminal intent involved, I would wholeheartedly agree. It is not my fault I was bludgeoned for just sitting there quietly, failing to bow down and allow more dicks in my mouth. So, you people taking words on a public forum on a new age scrying device out of context with zero due process owed to even crazy people, I hope you enjoyed the story that came out. The one true, only true thing holding it back is the federal criminalization of cannabis. So as I said, fuck you, Mitch McConnell, and hello, Chuck Schumer. Get the goddamn job done. Can you imagine how much more room people will have to speak about these types of things, and it be upheld in a court of law instead of wiped away easier than a... No, I don't understand their date rape human trafficking game at all. As it was explained to me by Mason County officials, they did not have to follow federal law as I saw it, especially where healthcare and inmates were concerned. Especially where several other things were concerned, including the goddamn date rape, moonlighting, badge wearers. Now, do you understand why the women came to me to report it and none of them? Man. Interesting cologne. I must have offended and upset some people telling the story I did. Well, too goddamn bad. You don't see me with armed guards or carrying, because guess what? There truly is more than this, and that's not just some delusional end times bullshit. Well, I told my story to see change for the future generations. Let them make their own way financially, like I had to do, but give them more opportunities. Accidents happen every fucking day, unfortunately, especially in this sick-ass fucking world. On opiates, I was sedated pretty much all the time, and rape was only a delusion. On the psych meds, I was so disinhibited, I was stripping for the DEA and Canadians and turned to nicotine at 13. Cannabis, even though it, enables a better quality of life for me, in my opinion, it upsets other people. Boo fucking who? You people learn to kiss ass and capitalize off of other people's misery. They have a bouncy house. I don't think I'll be circling this neighborhood. Guess we get ready to have kids parties. And this is another reason that they should have never, that the adults in life should have made sure that things were set up at least for my medical care. With my health, I'm not designed to live in an area like this. With Tourette's syndrome and children, I've been apologizing to every neighbor I come across. The sidewalks are nice. It's kind of dangerous walking along Springdale Road for exercise. We finally got a treadmill, but the basement didn't have the plugs that I wanted to install because we hadn't gotten to it yet. I don't know, it probably would have been a lot different if I had had a supportive family. They considered being financially supportive 100%. To be perfectly honest, the abuse and neglect, not crying about it now, the abuse and neglect probably led to, spending money unnecessarily. Then again, when I was in Mercy Claremont, they put people on those mind meds, and then part of the curriculum is you should turn to shopping for a form of entertainment and enjoyment. So that's why Debbie watches QVC all the goddamn time. That's lunacy, in my opinion. I used to love to clothes shop, but ugh. Then they started complaining about my grocery shopping habits. When I racked up 1,000 fuel points that last Christmas my dad was alive. I did my own form of community outreach. It was the Christian thing to do. All the while listening to the Christians telling me that homosexuals cannot be Christian. I find that interesting. There's a kids' party going to happen. I'm not circling back around that way. I'll just stay on our block. I talk about some pretty heavy shit, don't I? People used to call me a coward behind a keyboard because I wouldn't physically fight them or pull a gun on them. I don't believe in that. Any type of episode in Mason County that they want to bitch about is totally out of character for me. Then again, I had been raped again, and they wouldn't even take a fucking statement from me. The one Tina Jones Wallace recorded into court docket was falsified. In my opinion, that is not the message I was portraying. Oh well.